Good day everyone, and thank you for tuning in to my presentation. My name is Almerine Greef, and in this presentation I will be focusing on faculty support. Before we get into this, I invite you to engage with me about this presentation by offering your comments below or emailing me directly. Please also take note that a transcript for this presentation is available upon request. Okay, so let's dive right into our presentation to look at faculty support. The first thing that we need to know about the concept of faculty support is that it can be, and has been in literature, approached from three different perspectives. Each one of these perspectives take faculty support to mean something slightly different. Firstly, faculty support can be seen to refer to the support offered by faculty to their students. This means all of the support services that faculty employ in the duration of a course. The research of Shelton shows an example or application of this perspective. In her article, Shelton outlines two faculty support factors that can be used to promote student retention in nursing education. The second way to look at faculty support is to see it as the support offered to faculty by the institution that will enable faculty to be of service to their students. This view relates very closely to the concept of professional development. The third perspective to the concept of faculty support is demonstrated by Stetson University, for example. They take faculty support to mean or refer to the support offered to faculty when administrative personnel act as liaisons between students and faculty. In this, the administrative personnel handle queries related to general information like faculty's class schedules, getting hold of prescribed material, and the like. In this presentation, we will be focusing on the second perspective. It is the perspective that most of the class readings are aligned to, and it is of special significance to those seeking to advance their own aptitudes and competence in technology-enhanced learning by taking this Intel course. Okay, so taking this perspective, we understand faculty support to be the support that an institution offers its faculty, which allows them to do their jobs, essentially. So, why would we be concerned about this in a course focusing on technology-enhanced learning? Well, the fact of the matter is this. The advent of the internet, social media, and all other congruous technologies has meant that educators need to become skillful and stay skillful in the exciting but some cases new realm of technology. Lecturer or faculty capabilities and readiness needs to be foremost in the minds of those seeking to offer support. As Williams and Ryan puts it, higher education initiatives can be too student-centered in their focus, with little recognition of the implications of staff experience and capability. Alcott and Wright also rightfully say, responsibility for instructional quality and control, the improvement of learning, and the aggregate effectiveness of distance education still rests with the faculty. Advances in technology means that institutions should have a renewed commitment to its most important resource, faculty. The bottom line of it all is this. Any significant initiative aimed at changing teaching methods or the introduction of technology into teaching and learning should include effective support and training, as well as the opportunity for academics to own the changes. Technology will keep changing and advancing, and the need for faculty support will thus never cease, but will always be ongoing. If we agree that faculty support is important in technology-enhanced learning, where do we begin in terms of applying or implementing it? Well, this is what the rest of the presentation will focus on. First, we will have a look at how technology-enhanced learning is different so as to understand the kind of support that we're talking about. Our source here will be Mallison and Kroll. Next, we will look at the barriers to participation in technology-enhanced learning from Alcott and Wright, how those barriers can be overcome through support from Orr, Williams and Pennington, and lastly, how support can be grouped into 3 areas per Zawacki Richter. Mallison and Kroll offers a terse but comprehensive account of how the online classroom is different to a traditional one. Each of these characteristics, collaboration, connectivity and access, student-centeredness and resources, imply an area where faculty needs to be supported. Support, in this case, should be sustainable and renewable, according to Gregory and Salmon, because the goal should not be faculty compliance to these aspects of technology-enhanced learning, but faculty commitment. Unfortunately, the skill sets, aptitudes, and willingness, really, of lecturers are not necessarily easily transferable between these different learning settings. Alcott and Wright highlight 3 barriers that hinder faculty participation to technology-enhanced distance learning. Surprisingly, the first point does not directly relate to technology, but centers around faculty perceptions of the process. Faculty are sometimes hesitant to the team approach of designing coursework because they feel that this approach takes away some of their autonomy and control. The second area that affects faculty participation is inadequate compensation and incentives, specifically as weighed against promotion, tenure, teaching load, and yes, monetary compensation as well. Overall, the perception exists that technology-enhanced distance learning is less rewarding, offering fewer career advantages. Lastly, faculty are very concerned about maintaining academic quality in their courses, and some of this trepidation stems from the fact that faculty do not feel up to the task of implementing technology in their courses. All 3 of these main concerns can be addressed through adequate faculty support, however, and Orr, Williams and Pennington offer some ideas around this. Interesting enough, although Orr et al. Did a completely different empirical study to Alcott and Wright's, their findings came down to much of the same. They offer 3 specific faculty support solutions that work to overcome the barriers to implementing technology in distance education. The very first aspect that they find is that there needs to be a clear institutional direction when it comes to the implementation of technology. It needs to be clear what the goals of the institution are as a whole with this process and where faculty fit into the picture. In traditional educational contexts, the role of the educator is clear. Institutions need to work with faculty to ensure that the role of the educator is elucidated and demarcated properly. This could go some ways to address the perception of the team approach that Alcott and Wright spoke about. This support should not stop at direction, however, but adequate compensation should also be offered. Institutions should change their structures and policies around compensation and promotion when they change their structures and policies to include technology-enhanced learning. If they do not, faculty will not necessarily feel supported and motivated towards such change and implementation. At the very least, they will feel as if technology-enhanced learning is playing second fiddle to other forms of teaching. Lastly, there should be technical support and training offered to faculty when it comes to technology-enhanced learning. This will alleviate fears around quality, as faculty will be empowered to a position where they are able to offer an educational product that is of equal or better quality when weighed against traditional forms of teaching. The training should be complemented by adequate and reliable infrastructure to support the educational expectations of faculty. Zawacki Richter agrees with Orr et al. Regarding the importance of technical training, but makes it clear that institutions should not stare themselves blind against this. There is more to faculty support than just this. In fact, apart from technical support, there are also the support of course development and teaching, as well as support towards the management of online materials and resources. Now, in order to achieve this kind of support, Zawacki Richter argues both a top-down and bottom-up approach should be used. Top-down, from the institution side, there should be a very strong focus on strategic planning with clear and binding goals, agreements, and targets set out for all departments in the university. The provision, permanent guarantee, and maintenance of the necessary technical infrastructures, the introduction of incentive systems for participation in online learning, and provision for the necessary financial and personnel resources should be ensured. Complementing this, and to ensure a strong concept of themselves, it is important for faculty support to also have a bottom-up component. Measures that contribute to this are learning from examples of colleagues with good practice experience, peer-to-peer learning in other words, informal personal pedagogical and media technology advice from online learning experts, support through teamwork and professional project management that's geared towards the principles of instructional design, and lastly, safeguarding control over contents and study materials. This relates to intellectual property, copyright issues, and the like. For me, this last aspect spans both areas, as institutions need to throw their weight and support behind this as well. What is clear from the contributions of all of these authors is that the implementation and persistence of technology-enhanced distance education is only possible through adequate faculty support. This support is the responsibility of the institution as well as faculty members themselves. I want to thank you for staying tuned to my presentation and invite you once again to engage with me in the comments or via email. Till next time, goodbye.